cow. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Got me so big I can see the then again my music too stupid. I get to really do this for real.
Go closer, you like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone to no loan. California, ill as pneumonia when we confold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the cone and chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game coded in polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Ball is teed up, Chase McLaughlin to do the honors, and Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. He's grabbed the throw on 1st down. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Nixon on the counter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Forced out to his right. Right side cut by Higgins. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To the air, Stroud. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Going after it, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a game of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Got a man, this is Evans. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On the give, this is Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Baker now off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Here's Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
A 64-yard attempt.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull at it from further. 13-zip. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down. Here's Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's the give to Irby. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Completed over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with walking the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Right back to Irby now. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Fielded at the 11. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Dixon on the toss. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player, and that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Okay.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Stroud now on third. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. By a man, and now he's in the clear. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 20-zip lead.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 21-zip already. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 21-0 our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He connects downfield. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time and forced the 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Headed out right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
And the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And they take him down right along the 30. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Stroud. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Once again, Irving. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. All right, Brock, I try never to ask this, but I just feel like in this situation, do we even need to play second half today? What do you think?
Okay, you shouldn't have ever asked it. Because if Frank Reich and those Buffalo Bills had that thought, they would have never come back against those Oilers in the playoff game.
I have a good point. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Mayfield. Big gain downfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Baker now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. That one falls short. It's no good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. Sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
They'll give right side to jump. And have him gain about a handful there. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with a chance to boost their lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run the draw with Chubb. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
All right. 118.
To the air. Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Pressure mid, and it's blocked. They've got the block near midfield.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneers first down.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He cuts back left. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. His only previous one thus far was blocked. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
As this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Don't run this with Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. At 18. Outside.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building that speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a counter give to HOU. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a solid gain there, Brock, with about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here's HOU on second down. And they bring him down after the player reaches the 26. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. It can make a huge difference in the run game.
They make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They give inside to HOU. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down.
17-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stroud now, third and 1. Escapes the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
There's the give to Irving. And that's not what the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kamari Listener with the pick.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Down with the grab. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And this hasn't been a common side of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Okay. 18. Outside.
Again, it's Chubb. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
18. Outside.
Keep going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Caught just shy of the goal line. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Gain of 9 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Again, this is Irving. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 22.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. You will move to the next.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the gun. That one's good to Conway. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Into the secondary past the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. It's White on the give. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 3rd down run from White. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this is out of bounds on the bounce. One of the shortest kicks we've seen. That's short of the 30-yard line. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.